In 2019, a Latino couple was purchasing a home in Stockton, California, when they came across a stipulation in their contract that said only those, quote, wholly of the white Caucasian race could buy the property or even live in it, unless they were, quote, servants of a white Caucasian. These racist covenants were outlawed by the Supreme Court in the 1948 landmark case Shelley versus Kramer. However, even today, people of color, including Latinos, face unequal access to credit and housing. Let's expose the structurally racist roots of housing policies. The National Housing Act of 1934, which was part of Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal, explicitly supported withholding home loans to people living in neighborhoods with larger populations of African Americans and Latino residents, a practice that became known as redlining in the 1960s. Federal Housing Administration's home lending guidelines ranked Mexicans among the riskiest and least worthy of credit. The whole system of bankers, real estate agents, and mortgage lenders worked to segregate neighborhoods by restricting access to credit and by convincing upwardly mobile white residents that they were better off in the suburbs. The consequences were devastating. Property values in Latino neighborhoods declined, home improvement loans were unavailable, and entire communities were lost. The legacy of these policies is still felt today. Early studies didn't capture data on how housing discrimination affected Latinos. But here's what we do know. A report in 2016 found that Latinos in Iowa City were nearly 4 times more likely to be denied a home loan than white people. This gap was the widest in the country. Analysis from Zillow for the same year showed that at the national level, only 8.1% of white people were denied a conventional loan in comparison to 15.5% of Latinos. And when we are approved, we pay the price. Latinos are 78% more likely than white people to have a high-cost home loan. All of this has resulted in huge gaps in home ownership. As of 2019, only 48% of Latinos were homeowners compared to 70% of white people. All of this matters because owning a home can be the first step towards building generational wealth. This is critical. The average Latino family has less than 20% of the wealth of their white counterparts. But despite facing major barriers, Latino home ownership rates have increased for 6 consecutive years. According to the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, quote, no demographic is playing a more central role in America's housing economy than Latino Americans. The Urban Institute predicts that over the next 20 years, 70% of growth in home ownership will come from the Latino community. Home ownership can lead to better health outcomes and higher educational achievement for children. So let's continue to fight for more transparent data and better protections for Latino homebuyers, because we deserve to own our casitas.